What sort of requirement does the University of Edinburgh have for its travel? We have about £4 million to spend on travel and accommodation globally across the world. That is increasing every year. Breaking that down, it's something in the region of 20,000 more flights, 15,000 hotel rooms, and we're in all continents all over the world. The University of Edinburgh, we are a devolved structure. We are a multi-site university. We have 4 key areas within the university, but we're all over the city. We didn't have one single stream process in place, and as I said, we have a global requirement. And although we had travel guidance, it wasn't clear to all how you took it from the very start to the very end. And something that I say to a lot of people, and Robbie and I talked about this last night, is we live in an age where everybody's a travel agent. It's a very emotive subject, and when it goes wrong, it has big reputational damage and risk. So what was our approach? Our approach, as I've said, was to appoint a single supplier partnership. In the past, we have actually used more than one provider on occasion. We felt this opportunity was to actually engage far more with a single supplier that understood our business. We created a travel user group that took the actual travel community at a low level, the people that were booking, what did they need from their bookings, how did they need to do it. We took that out on the road, and we developed workshops with key travel support and me going and engaging with all different people around the university to actually start to try and educate them better. Where can we save more money going forward? There is a lot of added value still out there, and we're still exploring it. But one of our key areas of focus over the next 12 months is to look at the academic and flexible fares within the key travel market to actually educate people to plan 11 months in advance where they can, and then to cancel if it doesn't need travel, but it will be at no cost if they do it the right way. To help them do all this, we looked at a travel booking workflow, and we set out to achieve travel guidance, a dedicated website resource, and an ongoing review of our travel policy, which was first approved in 2010. We took a holistic approach to all of this, and we came out with a solution that basically said, what do I do? And we put it in a format that could help everybody understand it. It's an area that basically takes you through everything from start to finish, all as a key enabler. It talks about vaccinations, immunisations, travel guidance, security, everything you need to know, embassies, how you're going to get your visas, and then it talks you through the actual procurement process of how you go about doing your travel, whether it's online, offline. This already is our 10th highest hit list in the procurement area, and that's only after 2 or 3 months. So already, the added value back to me is that my travel community needed this. They wanted this. This has taken a lot of calls away from me, a lot of emails, allows me and my staff to do more and focus on key areas. The efficient side of it, we now have the expertise, online and offline, from Key Travel. We simplified the process. We've provided much better planning and guidance for our travel community. We still have consolidated invoicing. It still works well. We're looking to go to the next level, hopefully with some electronic invoicing. Fundamentally, we have compliance, public procurement compliance, duty of care compliance, through both methods of how we promote our business travel.
You can look back to 1999, 230-odd thousand international students in the UK. 2009, over 350,000 international students in the UK. Obviously a slightly historic picture there, but if we brought that right up to date, we would see that figure having increased, but maybe not at the rate that it did increase through the early part of the century. Looking at other competitors, Australia is a serious competitor, a competitor that offers many attractions to students that might also be interested in coming to study in the UK, and we're very conscious of their presence, and you can see their growth is substantial. They've grown from about 120,000 in 1999 to about 250,000 international students in 2009. Some of that activity and success is down also to government policy and levers that have been used to attract international students, not just to come and study in Australia, but to stay and to work and to ultimately settle in that part of the world. So what's this activity worth to the United Kingdom? An enormous amount. It's a huge export. Depending on what figures are presented and who's presenting them, we see estimations of between 5 and 12 billion pounds worth of income a year to the United Kingdom from tuition fees, accommodation and general spending from this international student community. So it's an enormous export for the UK. There's about 140 different nationalities at the university. In terms of our budget, this will obviously vary from institution to institution. Sometimes, to my frustration, we're generally informed of our budget year to year, so long-term planning is not always a possibility. You know, we'd like to see possibly a 3-year outlay in terms of our recruitment budget and our staffing. At Edinburgh, it's just not the approach that we have within our support and administration. So myself, as a manager with my recruitment budget, we run a financial year August to August. I'll know in July what I have to spend for the year ahead. It makes it quite a short-term planning process. Maybe we have a bigger picture of what we'd like to do. There is a strategic plan for the institution, and we've got some drivers there. In terms of the money, I probably don't know year to year what I have to spend. To put it in some context, there's about 10 of us in the recruitment team, some administrators, some travellers. I have about £250,000 to play with for the promotional and operational activities that we conduct. And in terms of flights, it's probably about £75,000 of that goes on international flights, to give you some sense of what we're spending. Now, there will be universities who will spend more, possibly some that spend less, who are a little bit smaller.